Hi everyone, Lensman Oz here, and this is Direwolf20's pack from 110, episode 7, coming to you from the Shadow Node server. How you all doing today? The sun is setting over my lovely vista out there, and I'm guessing that, judging by the fact that that sugarcane is 3 tall, this is actually working. No, it's not working because that would have already been in there, and no, it's not working. So let's actually take that out of there. Doesn't hurt me to have it in the farm because honestly I can come out and slash it off. But this is pretty much all canola now. I don't know where all my other seeds and stuff have gone. Seems to be not. Get rid of some of them. Put the rice up the top. Do that. So it'll get more seeds, put them down the bottom though. That will have just dumped over into here. So I said last episode that I wanted to get into refined storage. But before we can do that, we're going to need a source of silicon. So I figured we'd make a sag mill. So let's grab a few more items. I don't know why I looked in that chest. I need some flint. I've got some wood on me. I might actually just swap the wood. What else am I going to need? That's pretty much it. Need some piston. I need some cobble. A stack of cobble. Do I have redstone? No, I don't. Grab a stack of redstone. Alright, so first thing we're going to need obviously is piston, which I'm going to need some planks for. Piston. Like so. Need one of them, and then I'm also going to require not there, there. One of them. Then I'm going to need some more iron bars because I think I was out. Straight on the ground. And that. Let's grab one of these. Excellent. Piston. These across the top. What else did I need? 4 iron. So let's put 4 iron in. Alright, this is going to give us a sag mill. Now, sag mill, I remember I said last episode I was going to move some things around here. Let's dig up this. That's right, I don't have enough spots in my inventory at the moment, so let's put down that. Really want that. And I was going to move these around, so I kind of want to swap probably just these two. No, don't fall down there. Really? Sag mill can go there. Come back. Come back. Alright. Wow. That furnace. I need all that iron that just dropped on the ground too. Can I have the iron? Please? Please? Wow, really? My inventory's that full? Goodness. Alright. Let's, now that I've got that, I don't need that anymore. Put that away. Okay, so the reason I needed the sag mill was, firstly, goodness, to get some silicon. So let's get some sand and throw it in there, and that should give us the opportunity to get silicon. Now I could put some flint in there as well to give it a little bit of a boost. A little bit of flint. Then as a modifier, so that gives us 120% output on the main and a 15% power reduction, which is good. So we needed the silicon. Next thing we're going to require is me to put those iron bars away, and the mushrooms, and the sugar cane. I want to get as I said, into refined storage. So refined storage is going to require a few things. First thing it's going to require is a lot of this quartz enriched iron. So you can see I've got a stack of stuff here. I don't know if this is going to be overkill. Does it not want to do that? Really? Okay, so I've got to do it the other way. 1, 2, 3, and then quartz has gone into my bag here. Okay, so this is actually going to give me 4 stacks. 4 stacks of quartz enriched iron, which is a lot, but I'm going to need a few things. So these machine casings, I'm going to grab 4 to start with. So you can already see where we've used half a stack. So controller is a diamond, some silicon, one of these. I'm missing 3 silicon. That will be in my sag mill. So controller is very similar to a applied energistics sort of system. You need a brains, and then you need a few other things. So one of the other things I'm going to need is a grid. But to get the grid, so that's like your terminal for applied energistics. I'm going to need these processors. To make these processors, we're going to need a solderer. So I'm going to need 2 sticky pistons. So let's make. I need some more wood. So let's make 2 pistons, and then I'm going to need to make some slime balls. 2. Alright. One way of making slime balls. A lot of junk. One way of making slime balls is with rice, I think. How do I use this to make? Just from memory, I think it's got a way of doing it. Make rice dough. Is that it? And does it have a, yeah, around a bucket of water. Okay, so rice dough. I'm going to need another set. And then we place that around a bucket of water, and we're going to get some rice slime balls. Use 2 of them, we'll get 2 sticky pistons. Alright, so then we can make this little item. This is going to require power, it's going to require connection to a controller. So that being what it is, we will need to get a place for the controller to live. Let's see, what are the cables worth in this? There are cables. There's some redstone, some glass, and some quartz enriched iron. I don't have any glass on me. I have any glass in my chests? No. Here's some. Let's grab that for the moment. Put that away, stack them up. So what was it? Let's get 2 lots. Okay, so we've got 24 cables now. So what we're going to need to do is get a place. Now I said I was going to put it about here somewhere, which means I'll need to move these chests eventually, but let's, I wonder where this power cable runs. It runs across there, is it? So it goes under the bed. Oh, look at that. Good spot. Right, I've got 10 cables. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's just go along. So I'm pretty sure I can just put controller, like so, and I should be able to connect up power. If I did it right, it'll light up. Yay. Alright, so let's get out of the ground and fill in the hole again. We don't fall down all the time. Okay, so we now have a controller. So one of the things we're going to require first is the solderer. So let's put the solderer just here for now. That should be running, that should be ready to go. So for us to make a grid, which is the thing that shows you all your items, and then we're also going to require a disk drive. So the disk drive's made in the solderer. So the grid, which one should we do first? Probably a disk drive. Let's make an advanced processor. So that requires some printed silicon and a printed advanced circuit processor thing. So let's just throw a diamond in here. This will be slow, but this will give us the printed circuit thing, advanced processor. Then we can put a piece of silicon in here. And while that's doing that, let's make a chest, I think it was. Right, we need that, that, that. Should get us this, and then we need the disk drive is a chest, machine, casing, and an advanced processor. So this will make the advanced processor. Sorry about that. And this will then be combined with chest and that. Really? Why are you not working? Is that the wrong thing? Advanced processor, machine casing, and an oak chest. Okay. Seems to be working, but doesn't show up. Hopefully it's alright. It just doesn't show up the same as it does in the thing there, which is a bit strange. But if it works, great, not an issue. But if it doesn't, then I don't know what I'm making. And we get a disk drive. Awesome. So disk drive, I'm just going to put him behind here for now. Right, so that gives us the ability to store disks. So as I said the other day, each disk in this system can hold 1K, 4K, 16K, 64K. So the 1K storage part, or 1K storage disk, can hold 1,000 items. It doesn't matter what they are, doesn't matter if it can be 1,000 individual items, or it can be 100 stacks of 100. As long as it's 100 stacks of 10, maths for beginners anyway. As long as you have the 1K part, you will be able to store 1,000 items. So what I want to do, probably, I don't know whether it's going to be easy enough to make 3 of these. 1K storage parts require, I don't know if that's just normal glass, redstone, and silicon. So you know what, I'm going to go and throw the rest of this in here because we're obviously going to need a bit more silicon. Still got my glass on me, still got some redstone. Let's try and make, we can make 3 of them, 1, 2, 3, thanks for coming. So we're going to make a 4K part. We're going to require 4 basic processors. So basic processors are printed silicon, and basic processors, basic printed things, which are iron. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need 4 of them. We're going to need 4 silicon base pieces. So that's why we just chewed up a bit more sand, and it's not like there's no sand around. I can go and tear down a hill somewhere, grab some more sand. That's not an issue. So once we get storage, we're then going to need the grid, and I want a crafting grid because crafting grids are good. So what are these ones? Proved is gold. So I need 2 golds, and then I need the destruction core, which is a basic and nether quartz, and a construction core, which is basic and glowstone. So that's the 4 basics. So I'm actually going to need 2 more basics at least. 1 for that, 1 for that, and then 2 golds. So we may as well make these while we're at it. 2 of them, and then 2 of these. So we're going to require 8 of the silicon ones. Let's just get ourselves prepared. And upgrades would be a good thing to try and get. Here's the upgrades here, speed upgrades. Let's just put them in there. So speed upgrades, upgrades sugar and redstone. Upgrade is just quartz and one of these improved processors. So it would be nice, but we'll just leave it for the moment. I mean, it's slow, but we'll get there. So this uses power, obviously. So we're using power from our system, which is why I'm hoping that wheat comes back into the system. Looks like we are getting wheat again, which is good. Otherwise, we were going to have a problem. How much of this do we have? Let's grab a stack of this and throw it in here. It's kind of our backup power supply now with these 2 culinaries running. This one has 49 toast. This one has 2. Let's grab some of that. Throw it in there. Just keep them even. I do have those few stacks of toast that Main Freak left behind, so that should be sweet. Right, so 8 printed silicon. We want 8, 6, and then some redstone. This will get us our basics, and then we want to do the improved ones. And then I'm going to require a piece of nether quartz. Just one. I'm only going to require 1 piece of glowstone. Wasn't sure how much glowstone I needed, so I grabbed a whole bunch. So okay, we still need 4 of these, don't we? That's 2. Let's go grab the rest of these silicon. 3. So all of this can be automated too, which is really cool about this mod, is that it's very simple to get things going. You've got these crafters, I think it is here. Crafters, they take a little bit to make, but once you've got them, they're very powerful. So let's make the 4K. We should be able to make that now. 4K storage part, we're missing a piece of redstone? Cool. 1 of these, so we'll be able to store 4,000 items. We need to make a 4K storage disk. Do I have... Alright, let's grab 1, 2, 3 pieces. Not 4, I wanted 3. 4K storage disk, put that away. So I should now be able to go over to here and put our 4K storage disk in, and this setup can now hold 4,000 items. As if to make that apparent, my encoding software just finished in the background, encoding another episode. Near the gold ones. So we need to turn these into 1 into this, 1 into this, construction and destruction. So we've got 2 machine casings here, that's cool. Now we were making a grid, then we were making a crafting grid. So we're going to need a crafting table and an advanced. So I'm going to need 1 more, I'm going to need a diamond. So when this is done, like it is now, we'll take this out, we'll put 1 of these in, like that. Let's make our grid. Like so, and then I want to make this a crafting grid. So we need the crafting table, we need that, 1 of these. One of them, that, and 1 of them. Okay. Come on. Doesn't take this long. Things take forever. So once we get this processor, we'll then be able to put the processor, crafting table, and the grid together. This should give us the crafting grid. And then we'll be able to access our items and craft with them at the same time. The next thing I want to do is I want to make an external storage so that our system can read this and I'm going to place it up against this drawer controller. So the external storage requires another construction, another destruction, and another improved. So I need 2 more normal ones. Crafting grid. Let's get 2 more of them. We should be able to put the crafting grid there, and we should be able to, it's all lit up. Sweet. We can now put items in. So with me dumping, well, I'm not going to put them in there for now. Let's put some gold. Well, I don't know. We'll leave it for a moment. 2 of them. I need 3, don't I? What was it? So the external storage is 3, so I need 2 regulars and a gold. Yeah, see what I said about putting the gold away. Alright, 1 gold in here. Take them out. So 2 regulars and a gold one. Right, yep, excellent. 3 of them and 1, 2, 3 of these. What else am I going to need? External storage, I'm going to require 2 chests. So I don't have enough wood on me to do 2 chests at the moment. Now I do. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 2 chests. Excellent. Put them in there. That's the gold one. Now these 2. And then I'm going to require a glowstone and a quartz. Basic construction. Come on. Basic destruction. Excellent. This. And I should be able to go external storage, click. Bam. Show that in there. That and that and that and that. So the cool thing here is that I'm going to take that out of there. Oh boy, I'm going to have to break this, aren't I? So I think I can rotate it actually. Where's my Yeti wrench? Can you turn it? Not that way. That's it. So it's now connected up. So we should see everything. Come on. Kick in. No? External storage, right? Should you not be able to see this? Or do I need like an interface? Constructor. This is just taking a minute. I could have sworn that should have connected up to that. Do I need ignore redstone, types items, whitelist, for damage, MT, insert and extract? Are you not connected on there? You know what? It's going to be messy, but maybe it's not properly connected to the system. So let's why are you not working? I'm going to fill this up real quick, probably. Real quick and be required to get another storage drawer. Chests, iron bars. Does it need to be connected in a particular spot? Is that not connected? Alright, well, was under the impression that it should have seen it. Okay, so connecting it through this wasn't good enough. It had to be connected to the controller. So now we can see everything. So we can now see every item that's in the system. And I guess if I want to make sure that everything's stored in the right drives, I could make a disk manipulator. And it would transfer items out. But if I take this disk out and look in here, that's just the stuff that's in the drawers there, which is cool. So what I want to do actually is to put the priority of this up a bit, so that when items get put in, so let's say for example carrots, there's only one. What else we got? Rice. So we have 11 rice. 11. What else we got? Seeds. 5. I just want to make sure that everything's in here. 53 canola. 53, 332 canola. That one. You might be right. Oh no, it's probably string. Let's have a look at string. 204 string. 3x64 is 180. That's probably right. So pretty much any item I place in here now, so that cobble just went in, it should have gone into here, not into anywhere else. So if I now do this the messy way, let's put that there and go yoink, and make a huge mess, and then dump it all in here. Hopefully it fits for a start. Come on, give me the rest. Why can I not get back there? Come here. Alright, so now any item I put in will go to those drawers before it goes to my system. Neat and tidy. Most of the drawers, we just need to get rid of these other ones, which we could make an importer. But I mean, it's a couple of chests. I'll just manually move this stuff over. I've got 1.2 thousand items in there of 4,000, so I think the 4K was definitely the right way to go. Well, here's a good test. So we've got canola seeds here. So I've got 52 canola seeds. There's 53 in here. If I throw this in like that, 1 stack and 41. Awesome. So these things should go to the correct places. We've got netherrack going there. We've got string. So I should add some more drawers to sort of clean things up. But for the moment, we should be pretty good. Got most of it. We should be pretty good in terms of storage. And it's a lot neater and tidier. So all I need to do now is potentially just tidy up a little bit. I don't know if there's covers I can place on this sort of stuff, but yep, breaking new. Cool. So I think with this, I'm going to wrap up this episode right here. Thank you all for watching. Next episode we might look into either a little bit of automation around ore processing, or perhaps, not sure, maybe a little bit of automation around the refined storage system. I don't know if I can do this though. Can I? No. So everything that's in here, I'm going to need like an import chest. I'm going to need a way of just like dumping stuff into the system. For the moment, it's just putting it where it feels like it, which is fine. That's, you know, that's part of what its job is. We might work on getting an ender chest or something like that. I have used all my obsidian at the moment. I went to the nether and lined up my portal so it doesn't go to someone else's base. So easiest way to do that, you can see I've put a waypoint in the overworld here. So I stood in front of my portal, I put a waypoint on, and when I did it, I also turned it on in the nether. So then you go to the nether, to the exact spot where your waypoint's showing, and you build another portal and relight it. And it should connect to your one in the overworld. Just a nice little quick tip on how to get your portals linked back up so you don't have to deal with ending up at someone else's base, which can be a little bit tiresome. So thank you all for watching. Please leave the comments in the section below and come back next time and we'll derp through a little bit more refined storage perhaps, I think. I don't know. I'll work it out as I go along. Thanks for watching. See you later.